unto. Well, good morning, saints.
Good morning.
How's everybody this beautiful sunshiny Sunday morning? Another day God has made. The Bible said we should rejoice and be glad. Amen. Y'all ready to have church? Amen. Good to see everybody here this morning. Amen. We're going to have a good time, right?
Amen.
Are we going to have a good time?
Yes.
All right. We come here to praise God. Amen. We're going to lift up the name of Jesus. Right now, we're going to go to God in prayer. Amen. We're going to have a praise service, song service. Then we'll call Minister Young. We're going to come over from service this morning. We're going to let our hair down, and we're going to have a good time. Amen? Amen. Master Lord, most blessed, give up every good and precious gift. You reveal all, and you know by many names. We give thank you this morning. You're blessed to be here again. A place where we designate be the house of prayer, house of knowledge, house of information. And bless those that are here. Bless those on their way. Bless those who desire to be here this morning. Can I be here? And God, just continue to meet the need of all the saints here. Put it out into the church, whether it be financially, spiritually, it's going to be the Lord. And God, those that are out of the ark of safety, God, bless them to get back into the ark of safety before it's everlasting too late, God. And God, just meet the need of the ministry, God. God, just have your way of the service this morning. Testimony service, song service, praise service, everything that takes place this morning. We're going to be careful. All the praise and glory and the honor, everything said this morning. Amen. Let's give out prayer.
Yes, Lord.
Hammond organ. Yeah. Up here this morning. Amen. I know we're going to have a good time today. Yeah, my buddy. Yeah. Yeah. We thank God for being here. Thank God for right. We thank praise God just to see a brand new day. Yeah. Promise to us.
Glory, glory.
Brand new mercy.
Yeah.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Another day to praise the Lord.
Amen.
We're going to call Brother Johnson to come up here. We're going to read scriptures.
Amen.
All right. Teach a little bit.
Yes. A little bit from the Psalm 53.
Yeah.
Most of all of that. The fool has said in his heart, there is no God.
Yes.
Corrupt the days, and have done abominable iniquity. There is none to do it good. God looketh down from heaven upon the children of men, to see if there were any that did understand, that seek God. Every one of them is gone back. They are altogether filthy. There's none that do it good, there is not one. Have the workers of iniquity no knowledge? Who eat up my people as they eat bread. They have not called upon God. There were they in great fear, where no fear was, for God has scattered the bones of him that encamped against thee. Thou hast put them to shame, because God has despised them. Oh, that the salvation of Israel, Africa, will come out of Zion.
Yes.
Africa.
Come on.
When God bringeth back the captivity to his people, Jacob, Africa shall rejoice, and Israel, Africa, shall be glad. Thank God for his word.
Amen.
Right.
Amen.
Amen.
Sister Young, come in and sing.
Come on, y'all. That must be Stella. Where's Stella? Come on. Right.
How many know we don't get the spirit like this too?
Amen.
We don't. We don't. And the preachers sometimes lead them.
Go ahead.
We don't get it.
long time, stay away.
Well,
Everybody, churches and all. I want to say that you're welcome to come and worship with us today. You're welcome once, you're welcome twice, you're welcome, welcome, welcome.
Amen. Yeah. Welcome.
yeah.
Amen. They got to say that they size you up when you come in.
Check you out.
Check you out, see what you wearing.
Yeah.
If you qualify to come in, checking out your skin color.
Bag.
Brown bag up against
Bag.
Amen. They used to do all that. Some churches still do. Still got some traditions, you know, customs. Can't do this and that. Amen. Those customs stop it up and do what you want to do. You ain't supposed to John Johnson to come on.
All right.
What we got?
Amen. What we got?
I'll see.
That ain't gonna sing.
Well, glory, glory.
unto death, amen. And it wasn't because she's sick or he's sick, I'm sick. You have to get your own death in order. Amen. Now, help me sing. Oh, come, we want to have a good time this morning. I see everybody smiling. Come on, y'all, stand up. That's it. Lord. Good morning, saints.
Good morning.
How's everybody this morning? Blessed and good to see everyone. Their happy faces are again. This is a continuation of our Word Revival Temple celebration of our pastor and wife appreciation. For those, a continuation. We are, at this point, we are inviting our pastor, his wife, we're inviting our pastor and his wife.
Yeah. All right.
Come on.
Come on.
All right. To join us on next Sunday.
All right.
Next Sunday to family, y'all cook too.
Yeah.
To go to dinner with us at Golden Corral at our usual eat place. All righty. Again, so we just want to continue on this. Today is a gift and small presentation with fruit. This is the fruit that's left, but I brought some to those that were here this morning that got here before we started service. They received an award of fruit. You would know me by my fruit.
Yeah.
So our pastor and wife, they were here, so in turn, some of their chefs, some of your fruit was passed out to those that got here on time. All right, praise the Lord. All right. In with pastor and wife, just appreciate you. I said we're just continuing this on. All righty. And as with my testimony, and today is God is a good God. He's a good God. Sister Dave said a long time ago, as the praises go up, the blessings come down. So that's the only way. I don't know. It's just like I guess God, He just good. And that Sister Davis had us to sing a couple songs that you be humming during the week. And with those are one of mine that I sing. That it just come up. As the blessings come up, the praises come down. So if you want a good blessing from the Lord, praise Him.
Yeah.
Even during that time. Because right now I have probably right here. I can hear it.
Heal.
Amen. I'm not gonna let this headache, That's all,
Glory.
I'm hard enough, you win it. But I said, just get loose, I thank Lord for just being here. I've been looking forward. I said, Sister Back, do we just forgive you because things come up, and even with me, I didn't get my gift. I said, but I still got opportunity to do so. So it's not that we not gonna do it. Just didn't do it yesterday because of so much that's going on. Thank God for that. As my testimony is that God being a good God, He's better to me than He's been to any of you all.
I don't think so.
What you say? Jay, now, God He has been good, real good. I mean, not only just in feeding me, but just in blessing me to have good health and strength. I thank God for that.
This goes out to everybody. Little improvement. Bishop. Y'all ready for it?
Yes.
Come on, stand on your feet. Put your hands together. I won't turn back. I don't care what the devil says. I'll never turn
I'm not a singer.
But you can sing.
I can sing, but just keep on running on me.
Come on. Yeah. All right, come on.
Let the Lord bless you. All right.
This is my testimony.
All right.
Lord, my God, when I in awe, someone consider all the words thy hand has made. I see the
somebody else.
Man, thank you, Lord. My Lord, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord.
Yeah.
But a ladder, raising up a wooden ladder, and we don't fit a pretty deep. All right. I went on, I tried to get it, it was so sore, I couldn't get it out. I tried to pick it out, it was so sore. I said, well, I got to perform Sunday. And if it don't come out, I'm going to do it with it in there. So I went on, and as I go ahead on, I met a guy out there, he told me to get some camphor and put on it. Put a rag and put it around it. He said, that'll bring it up.
All right.
I did that. I went out that morning, that evening. I got some camphor and got it real wet and wrapped it around and tied on my thumb. And slept in it. And Friday evening, I got ready to go.
Come on.
Right now. I went on to the wash area and I sat down and there's a long piece come out of it. I thank God for that. I'm thanking God working through his ways.
Amen.
He blessed me every day, and on top of that, you know, I was, Friday evening, I come in, I had one check. I received that. I got up Saturday morning, the mailman run up, I had another check in the mail.
All right.
Y'all put it on the Lord.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll get you more.
Man, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
We'll get you more.
All right.
Let's give STZ another good game. Isn't God good? Amen. I like to sing them. I'm going to play something I cooked up last night. Pray for me. I'm trying to get it together. Hope you'll like it, called God's Strength. Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
Get in a prayer mode.
All right.
That's the only way you're going to receive it, in a prayer mode. Bless his name. There's no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Come on, let's give God some more love. Some of y'all stand here like y'all do. I'm going to cast no devils out there. You come here with them, you going to go home with them. Hello? You got to work out your own salvation. Because you ain't got no joy don't mean they ain't got no joy. Just because you suffer, they ain't going to suffer. Just because you sad, they ain't going to be sad. Because you ain't got no joy. Hey, I got plenty of joy. The Bible says the joy of the Lord is your strength. Now, if you keep a lot of joy, you keep a lot of strength. You be sad if you want to. Hey, I'm glad. Get your hands up and praise the Lord. Ain't God good? Hey, don't I look clean this morning? Somebody says God on 8 and 2. God will make you look good for me. It's a blessing to be here this morning. It's a blessing to see Sister Hughes here this morning. Fired up? Are y'all fired up? Yeah! Are you fired up? Yeah! You ready to praise God? Yeah! Well, come on, let's praise a little bit. We're going to fire up. We're going to praise a little bit. Somebody in the house is fired up. Let's fire this thing up. Y'all ready for it? Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? One day and made me whole. Ain't God good? How many feel His love? How many feel His presence here today? Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is what? Liberty. Amen. We thank God for everyone being here this morning. And if you didn't get your blessing yet, hey, it's your fault. It ain't my fault. It might be hot in here, but I ain't gonna let no heat keep me from getting my blessing. I ain't gonna let no hypocrite keep me from getting my blessing. I ain't gonna let no weights keep me from getting my blessing. I'm gonna get my blessing on. Get it all quiet. Get your hands up, praise. Ain't God good? And we're gonna move quickly. We usually go to another phase of the service and take an offering. But I feel it's time for the word. How about y'all? The Bible said heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. How many know that? It took the word to save you. It's going to take the word to keep you. And it's going to take the word to move you on to the future. Now today we're going to go to the book. You have your Bibles. The book of Isaiah.
Right.
Thank you for all the fruit. These are some of my fruits. The Bible says you'll know the tree by the fruit that it bears. This looks like some good fruit here. Thank God for my fruit. The fruit that God has given me the last 17 years. And not only you, but thousands and thousands of others by means of radio and television that I've touched in the last 30 years. I've been on this road for 30 years now, and I can't see myself getting tired. This has been a long, long, long journey. I've met many people in the race. Everybody getting in the race ain't gonna finish. The Bible says the race is not given to the swift. It ain't given to the strong. But it's given to him or her that endure to the end. I am a endurer. God blessed me with persistence and consistency working together. You can endure. You can't give up no matter how hard the trials come. You can't throw in the towel no matter how deep the water come around you. You got to swim or drown. And I made up my mind a long time ago I was going to swim. Because God didn't teach me how to swim to let me drown. I'm going to survive. I'm going to swim. Now in the book of Isaiah 59, go with me right quick. While y'all here today, some of y'all getting quiet now. Y'all shout at yourself. Now you're getting quiet on me. You ain't in the spirit now. Come on, let's get back in the spirit. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. Let's stay in the spirit. Stop looking around, see what folk got on. Stop thinking about your food you're going to eat this evening. Stop thinking about your bills you got to pay tomorrow. Stop thinking about those things that are unnecessary to be thinking about when you're in a place where you're going to receive spiritual knowledge and truth. Get in the spirit. Because Young song this morning, we don't get in the spirit like we used to. Church folks sitting around quiet and still acting like they don't know what the Holy Ghost is. But I tell you, Sister Hughes don't have to tell nobody, tell her to get in the spirit. She come in the building in the spirit. That's where everybody should be stepping in the spirit. Speaking in tongues, ready to shout, ready to praise God. When some come in, sit down, looking around. Waiting for somebody else to move. Waiting for somebody else to testify. Waiting for somebody else to do something. When you should be the one doing it. All y'all here today.
Come on.
Now, God has given me a message in the book of Isaiah 59:1. The hour is just about here. The old clock on the wall is just about saying it's time to go. There are many people leaving here on a daily basis, and this is very unusual. Every day you're hearing somebody dying and leaving this earth. God is taking. God is going to and from the earth. He's taking those that are not ready, and those that are ready, He's strengthening.
That's right.
And God has given me strength in the time of trouble. And I know we got a lot of trouble to go through, but God has given me strength, and I think I'm going to make it. How about you? I got to make it. I can come this for 30 years of long suffering and toil and work, and I made it this far. I can make it the rest of the way. And hope you make it with me. Now, in the book of Isaiah 59:1, it starts out saying, behold, the Lord's hand is not short. The Lord's hand is not short, that it cannot save. Neither is ear heavy, that it cannot hear. You know, we made things so difficult for us.
Amen.
We made situations that are so simple become so complicated.
Come on.
We made situations to God as if it's impossible for God to work it out.
Come on.
But God's hand is not shortened that He cannot save.
Right.
Can I get a prayer, church?
Come on.
I'm trying to carry you somewhere. I'm not going to whoop at you. I'm not going to sing to you. I'm going to give you the word.
Come on. Word.
Now, I ain't got nothing against the whoopers and the singers. They doing what they do best. I'm doing what God blessed me to do, to speak. And I'm going to speak it out the way God gives me. But God's hand is not shortened that it cannot save, neither is ear heavy that it cannot hear. But your iniquity. Don't get quiet on that. But your iniquity have separated between you and your God.
Come on.
And your sins have hid His face from you, that He will not hear. They say God's ears are heavy and can't hear me. It's not the fact that God can't hear you, it's the fact that your sin have hid His face from you, and He will not hear. Did you not know stubbornness is as rebellion of witchcraft? And stubbornness also. And when you're just stubborn, that's sin. Just being stubborn against God's authority and the ones God put over you, that's sin. So God said, I hide my face from you, and I will not hear. And this is why black folk are so divided. This is why we can't come together in unity. This is why we pick certain denominations to go to, because they don't worship like we worship. They don't sing like we sing. They don't dress like we dress. And if they not dressing like we dress, then they ain't saved. This is ridiculous. This is childish. The Bible said when I was a child, I thought as a child. I acted as a child. But when I become a man or woman, I put away childish things. So we still at the elementary stage of looking at what you're wearing. Y'all ain't here. Looking at how much you possess, the car you drive, the home you live in. These are elementary stages that you have not proceeded out of. And this is why God cannot hear, because you're so proud, you're so arrogant, and so puffed up in your pride and your religion that you think gonna save you.
Come on.
The Bible said all of our righteousness is as filthy rags and stinks in God's nostrils. Church of God in Christ. Church of Christ. Baptist. Lutheran. Protestant. All these denominations, all these religions, each one got their own ideology, and we can't get together and we can't find no common ground to work on. This is the devil working. This is the devil's act in separating God's people. I don't wear no label of no religion. I don't call myself Holiness, Baptist, Protestant, Catholic. I call myself a holy man of God. I ain't going by no title of no church. The church is in you, not the building you come to worship. The church is in you.
Come on, say it.
Are y'all here today? Shout out to you, man. Better give me some water. I think I'm going to have to water somebody down. Y'all ain't going to sit on me. I got all sweat in my new suit out and everything. Y'all going to sit on me? All you now, get your hands up and sit on me. Amen, water. Give me some of that water over there. I ain't going to sit on me this morning. God done blessed some of y'all, and y'all acting like God ain't did nothing for you. Some of y'all hair used to be so nappy, you go to the beauty shop, the beautician couldn't do nothing for you. Y'all ain't here. Put some of that processed and dye and stuff on your head, and your hair just stiffen up like that. The beautician said, I can't do nothing for you. This stuff won't take on your hair. Y'all ain't here. See, you think you got rid of that old way. But let's look in the kitchen. It's still there. Just look at the kitchen. You can't do away with it. God gave you that hair. You ought to love that hair. God gave you that nose. You ought to love that nose. Why you don't go to the doctor and get it chopped off? That's in your genes. It came down through generation to generation. Your great-great-great-great-great-great-grandpa, grandma had a big old flat nose. Why don't you want that nose your great-great-great-great-grandmother or grandfather had? You want to go to the shop and chop it off. Are y'all listening to me? As if you said, God made a mistake. God ain't made no mistake. Never will make a mistake. Well, I'm too fat. Well, lose some weight. Y'all ain't here. Shout out to you, man. Go and run and do some exercise or something. You don't have to be fat. Shout out to you, man. God didn't make you fat. Somebody says, it's in my genes. No, it ain't in your genes. It's in your skin. Are y'all here? You're displeased with God because he didn't bless you like he blessed somebody else. He didn't give you a new car like he gave somebody else. He didn't bless you with good looks like he did somebody else. So you constantly looking at other folks and despising them and being jealous because God didn't give you what he gave them. This is why you can't get your salvation worked out. This is why you're mounting up to nothing. You're in a vicious cycle and you're never going to get it right. You need to come out of them childish ways. You're a child. You may be 95, but you're still a child. You may be 110, but you're still a child. Your actions are in the past. You may be living in the present, but your actions belong in the past. Slave mentality. And this is why God has hid his face from us. Some of us don't like our color. You don't like being black. And don't tell me you haven't thought about it. Go and get you some bleaching cream. Don't tell me you ain't never thought about it. You're white folk trying to get dark and here you trying to get light. You ain't pleased with the color that God gave you? If God made you black as 150 million midnight, you ought to be happy. That's right. Are you listening to me? But you're angry because God made you black And your sister is light, so you always got it out for your sister. How come God didn't make me light like my sister? All getting quiet. You see, light people go through problems just like dark people. Don't care what color skin you come in, you're going to have some problems. Everywhere you go. Are you listening to me? If you ain't too light, you're too dark. If you ain't too dark, you're too smooth. Y'all ain't here. There's got to be something that somebody don't like about you. But here you trying to please people instead of pleasing God. Are you listening to me? Some of you sisters won't even come to church because your hair ain't fixed. When you first got saved, you put a scarf or rag on there, tied it down, you came on to church anyhow. You got your wig and slapped it on your head and come on to church anyhow. Y'all ain't here. But now if you don't go to the beauty shop, hey, I ain't going to church. Something wrong with you. Shout out, amen. This is why God has hid his face from us. And then he said, your hands are defiled with blood. You sisters better leave them soap bottles alone. There's a lot of murder and crime, incest, hate, all kind of evil going on with them soap bottles. And don't you know that seeps into your psyche? And eventually one day you won't try to try some of that stuff. Don't you know you can kill with your tongue? James said this tongue is unrooted. It's evil. And it's set on fire of hell. And no man can tame the tongue. Even the big old elephant has been tamed. The lion, the tiger, the giraffe, the bull, everything has been tamed. But the Bible said the tongue can no man tame. And see, a lot of people have killed with that little red rag flapping in their mouth. How do you kill with your tongue? By negative words. Words can cut to the bone. Words can destroy a person's life. Well, just speaking a word out of hate will tear a person in two and they will never recover. So that's why you need to use your tongue for things that are good, things that are honest, things that are pleasant, things that have a good report, things that are just. And if there be any virtue, the Bible said, think on these things. But your hands and your tongue is defiled with blood. And your fingers with iniquity, your lips have spoken lies, and your tongue hath murdered perversity. None called for justice. Justice. I think black folk need to stop calling for justice. What do you mean, Brother Davis? You ain't spoke to your sister in 6 years. You had it out with your brother 20 years ago. Haven't forgiven him. Every time you see him, that anger comes up in you. And you get angry all over again. That's been 20 years ago.
20 years.
Y'all ain't here holding these grudges against your loved ones, your friends, even your mama, your daddy, holding these grudges and call yourself a saint. And you ain't calling for justice.
You call the devil.
You don't need no justice until you clean your own doorstep off. So how can you call for justice and you ain't giving out justice? Nobody plead for truth. Truth is a word that's almost like a curse word. Truth has become a word that's unpleasant to the ear.
All right.
Truth is something like a big old fat pimp that ain't ready to bust. Just sitting on your face. You see it, and you've been working with it, but ain't nothing coming out of it.
All right.
People don't like truth today. No matter matter who it come from, people just don't like the truth. And ain't nobody really calling for the real truth. And if you hang around worried about temple, I can give you the real truth. Get them hands up and shout a bit. Shout out to you, man. I'll water you down. Put that on me. Are you here? Peace, brother, sister. God's good. Assalamualaikum salam.
Come on now.
Truth is something that will get us up if we're seeking truth. Truth is something that will liberate us if we're seeking liberation. Truth is something that will cause a revolution. And a revolution is nothing but change. And when you change, it's good for you because we're going into a change of the season. Ain't that right? We're coming out of summer, going into fall. And we're going into winter. Are you listening to me? This is called a revolution. And it's a change, and change is good. But some folk don't want change. Truth brings about change. Go get mad at me and leave here not really knowing the real deal. I give them a few nuggets. I give them a few things out of the stratosphere. Where he come from with that? What books he been reading? Who you been listening to, preacher? Where you get your ideology from? Well, look. If all the oceans were ink, and all the trees and every forest around the world were pen, it would not be enough to write down all the words of God.
Right. Right.
So all the words of God don't come from a Bible. This book, it can't contain all the words of God. So all of God's word is not in this book. God is in us, and God speaks through us who will allow him to. So things you ain't heard in this Bible, just because it comes through me, don't mean it ain't God. You get in touch with God and get in the Spirit and try the spirits by the Spirit, and you know this is God speaking. Because I don't get everything from books. I don't get everything from the Bible. But I do get a lot of things from the Creator. From the inside. And then I deliver it to you on the outside. And some people say, that sounds strange to me. I ain't never heard that before. Hey, you need to get into the spirit world. This is where you get enlightenment into the spirit world. This is why you can't hear. This is why you can't see. This is why you don't have a heart to understand, because you've been blind, deaf, and dumb. And you cannot see your way. So none call for justice, nor any pleaded for truth. They trust in vanity. Where was that at they had the water turned off? Grapevine? How long was it turned off? They closed all schools down. What do you think happened? What happened? What did they say on the news happened?
They said the water was contaminated.
Something busted? Or what they tested? You think they were testing? Mm-hmm. There was a lot of inconvenience with it. You know, you're so used to going to the bathroom, fresh. Couldn't do that no more. You stepping in the tub and turn on the water and take a shower? Couldn't do that. Going in there and fix dinner, turn the water on, you need water to cook with. There's no water. So you're trusting in man. You're trusting in vanity. Your whole life depends on a system to feed, to clothe, to house, to nourish you. You're dependent on a system that's getting ready to go down. Shout out to you, man. What you gonna do if the water go out? What you gonna do if the lights go off? Somebody just gotta go back to the old days. Well, some of y'all don't remember the old days.
Come on.
Some of y'all ain't used to something. Some of y'all ain't used to going without. See, you go to Jack in the Box, McDonald's, Burger King, you go in these fast food places and get your stuff right away. But then when everything goes down, you can't get no food. You got to feel for yourself. What you gonna do? You go to the grocery store, it's shut down. Got a sign there, out of business. All the food is gone. What you gonna do?
Steal and get shot.
Most people ain't got over 2 or 3 days worth of food in their cup. And not only that, the stores, they only stock about 72 hours worth of food on the shelf. And what if everybody ran to the store at the same time to get food? Somebody gonna come back, right? Because the store ain't gonna have enough food for them, right? So he said, they trust in vanity. This whole world system is vanity, based on lies, based on misconception and half truth. Y'all ain't shy with me today. But here are the false images and the distorted teaching that the preachers are giving us today. And the writings of the prophets have led men from God. I'm talking about prophets. The other night, Friday night, I preached about the prophets. They are asleep.
Come on.
And if the prophets are asleep, we're in a dangerous position. They can't divine. They can't tell you what's getting ready to happen. They can't lead you into the plain path. We're in trouble. The prophets are asleep. And they have led men away from God instead of to God. And he also teaches that prayer is answered by God in a mysterious, ambiguous sense. When in fact, God instills skill and understanding in all of us. That simply means that if one prays that a huge mountain is to be moved out of their way, then after praying, you roll up your sleeves and move the mountain. Well, see, these preachers tell you, you can speak to the mountain and the mountain will move out your way. And folk actually believing that they can speak to a mountain and the mountain just gonna skip out your way. This is why they still in their rough. I spoke to that mountain ain't went nowhere. He ain't talking about that kind of way. He's talking about after you pray the prayer of faith that God move the mountain, roll up both your sleeves, get busy, pick by pick, shovel by shovel, you can move the mountain yourself. Get your hands up, shout. Shout out, amen. Wish I could really say what's on my mind. Get it out.
Come on.
We speak lies and conceive mischief and bring forth iniquity. They hatch cockatrice eggs and weave the spider's web. He that eateth their eggs dieth, and that which is crushed breaketh out into a viper. Their wells shall not become vomit, neither shall they cover themselves with their works. Their works are the works of iniquity, and the acts of violence is in their hand. Their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood. And their thoughts are thoughts of iniquity. Wasting and destruction are in their path. The way of peace they know not, and there is no judgment in their going. They have made them crooked paths. Whosoever goeth therein shall not know peace. Therefore is judgment far from us. Neither do justice overtake us. We wait for light, but yet behold obscurity. For brightness but we walk in darkness. We grope for the wall like the blind, and we grope as if we had no eyes. We stumble at noonday, as in the night, and we are in desolate places as dead men. Truly the Y2K is going to bring something good. I don't know what. But God, in his magnificent power, he's going to bring something good out of the Y2K. What is the Y2K? That means the year 2000. We're going into a new millennium, and every time the world goes through a new century, things change.
Right, come on.
The weather changes. The earth changes. The earth is heaving and reeling and rocking of all the wickedness and evil and waste and pollution has been poured upon it. And now the earth is in a stage of payback. Those hurricanes came a few weeks ago, brought devastation. We had earthquakes in Taiwan. We had earthquakes overseas in different places. And we're due for an earthquake here in the United States in the very, very near future. One day flash, news flash. San Francisco is dropped off into the ocean. News flash. Thousands and thousands of people are homeless. Buildings have tumbled. Floods are everywhere. Fires are erupting everywhere. Seems like there's no end to the destruction. I'm not the one to say I told you so, but all these things are inevitable. They must be. The Bible said in Matthew 24, there are going to be wars and rumors of wars, earthquakes in diverse places, pestilence and famines, but all these are the beginnings of sorrow. And we in the midst of sorrow. Folk don't like to hear this, but it's the truth. Our little playhouse where we torn down. God's going to invade our little comfort zone. Everything you thought that was secure is going to be insecure. Everything you thought that was solid and you had a foundation built on it, God's going to shake it.
Come on.
Everything that's up, God's going to bring it down.
Right.
Everything God didn't plant, He's going to pluck it up. God's going to change this whole earth to His liking.
Well,
Not according to man's way, but according to His love for His people. We are the chosen generation. We're the royal priesthood. We're the holy nation, and we're the peculiar people. And it's time for us to start back showing the praises of God that's getting ready to bring us out of this hellhole of darkness back into the marvelous light. And as I close, we come this far by faith.
yeah.
And I ain't been leaning all the time. That's what a lot of saints like to do, just lean. You know, they don't want to stand up straight. They just lean. I'm just going to lean on the Lord. You know? Y'all ain't here. Leaning on the Lord.
Leaning on the Lord.
You say you're trusting in His word, but you ain't living up to it. They said, I can't turn around. We come this far by faith. But you done turn around 100 times
Come on.
since you've been in the race.
Yes.
And you're leaning on Jesus.
Leaning ear to ear. I mean, really.
There might have been maybe 1 or 2 times in my sojourn, 30 years of sojourn, that I had to lean on the Lord because I was tired. But God has given me a mind to stand. Even though when things get rough, I stand instead of leaning on the Lord or leaning on others. See, some folks, they know they can't lean on the Lord because the Lord left a long time ago. So they start leaning on me. I know you ain't leaning on me. People bring their burdens to the church. Pastor, can I talk to you in your office? Well, look, I don't have an office. So I'm sorry, I can't talk to you. Because I know what you're here for. You're here to dump all your burdens and problems on me. And hey, I ain't going to take your burdens, your problems. He said take them to the Lord. But I took them there. He ain't alone. I'm not a burden carrier. I'm not going to carry your burden. Hello? You carry your own burden. And don't come trying to lean on me. Folks love to cast all their cares and problems and lean on the pastor. Oh, he's strong enough. He told me one time I could borrow his faith. I forgot to return it though. See, that's why he ain't gonna let you borrow it no more. I got enough faith for everybody. You borrow my faith, hey, what I got? Let everybody borrow my faith. I won't have no faith. Shout out to you, man. Use your own faith. The Bible says all you need is a grain of a mustard seed faith. And you can move a mountain. But why you gotta borrow my faith? Because you know I got a lot of faith. You ain't using little you got. You trying to borrow all this faith I got. Oh, shout. I'll tell you, man. And then when you get all this faith, you don't know what to do with it. Well, how did he use it? How did he get results? How did he make things happen? It ain't working for me. See, God said, you don't need a whole lot of faith. Just a little bitty mustard seed faith. And the Bible says, he that comes to God must believe. That's a requirement. You must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder to them that diligently seek him. Not just one time, not 2 times, not 3 times. But diligently. That means 24/7. You got to trust in him every day. Even when you lose your job.
You better say it now.
And you got a bunch of mouths to feed. You got to still trust in God. Because the devil going to come to you. What you going to do now? You can't pay your bills. You can't pay your rent. You ain't got no money for food. What you going to do now? You lost your job. I'm going to trust in the Lord. And I ain't going to lean on Jesus. Y'all ain't here. I'm going to stand up like a man. I'm going to stand up like a woman. I'm going to face my problems. And I'm going to tell the devil where to go. Get your hands up, child. I can have the victory. Are you listening to me? When things get tough.
All right.
They said the week get going. And when things get tough around here, a lot of people thin out. When we were going through some trouble a few years ago, they got real thin around here. They couldn't handle the trouble. You know, they wanted everything perfect all the time. No difficulties at any time. No trouble whatsoever. But when things get rough and things ain't going right, people want to hang around. They want to go around this big ministry where thousands and thousands of people, so they hide among the folk. Oh, I remember this church too. Look at all these people. These thousands of people. Look at all these new cars. Look at all these rich folk. See, you can hide. But not from God. See, I might not see you in the crowd, but God sees you. You hide your ways, you hide things that you should bring to light, and therefore you cannot prosper because of your sin. You hide it. Why don't you come clean? All of us got some skeletons. And if you was to invite me to your house to look in your closet, I don't think I want to look at it. Because we all got skeletons. And some of us got that door all bolted down. Got padlocks on it. Got deadbolts on it. You even got it wired to explosives. You don't want nobody to know about your skeleton. Oh, but God knows. You can't hide. See, there's a dark side to every man. You got a dark side, I got a dark side. Everybody got a dark side. But we don't focus on the dark side. We're trying to look for the good. See, I can sit here all